For almost 4 years, the public demanded to hear from the doc regarding the Twitch suspension.
Dr. Disrespect is back, and he's got some more to say about the allegations. Now, if you're unaware of who this is, he goes by the name Dr. Disrespect, and he's been doing this content creation stuff for a while now. He's mostly known in the Call of Duty community, where he would stream himself playing the game on Twitch. But back in 2020, he had got permanently banned off Twitch, and nobody knew why. But just as of a few months ago, a former Twitch employee has came out saying that back in 2020, he was banned because allegedly he was talking to a minor in a sexual manner. And he claims he found these messages on the Twitch Whisper system, which if you don't know what this is, don't worry, I don't think any of us did until this came out. But my best comparison is kinda like Messenger to Facebook. But after all this came out, Dr. Disrespect had actually responded on Twitter. He kinda just starts it off with a little apology to his community and stuff, but then he confirms that the allegations were true, saying that yes, there was messages with a minor back in 2017, but there was no real intentions behind the messages, and that they were just casual mutual conversations that sometimes lean too much in the direction of being inappropriate. Just keep this tweet in your head because I will come back to this in a minute. But this was all a couple months ago, and he hasn't said anything else since until just now. He recently did a stream basically going way more in depth about everything.
Maybe it's time to tell my side of the story. My lawsuit against Twitch was eventually resolved, as you all know. But even then, as part of the settlement, all parties were still prohibited from speaking publicly about the case or the settlement. However, if one side violated that confidentiality, then the other side could respond. I respected all the confidential obligations. But apparently Twitch's own disgruntled employees didn't feel the need to abide by those same obligations. Ex-Twitch employee wasn't even involved. Leaks Twitch's reported reason. Years later, Cody, why do this?
So he's saying that back in 2020 when this first all happened, he got it all legally settled. And in that settlement, neither side was supposed to talk about it anymore. But as Doc said, the ex-Twitch employee came out and leaked the alleged reason why Doc got banned.
You said that I got banned from Twitch because I was sexting a minor through Whisper's messages? And yeah, I used Twitch's Whispers, but trust me, I wasn't sexting anyone. You also said the word minor, Cody. I even made sure that word was emphasized in my statement, edited, etc., just to make sure these so-called journalists would pick up on it. And boy, oh boy, did they ever, champs. When you and all these so-called journalists, Cody, fired off your tweets, did any of you consider that the Twitch user may have been over the legal age of consent at the time of the messages? You didn't. And neither did Twitch at the time of the ban. You also tried to tell the world that I was trying to meet up with this user at TwitchCon, but you're wrong. Let's set the record straight. I never intended to meet this user ever. We never made plans to meet at TwitchCon or anywhere else, and in fact, we never met in person ever. They reported on all this based on leaks from 2 former Twitch employees, one of whom was supposedly on the trust and safety team. If these anonymous sources worked on the trust and safety team at the time of my Twitch suspension in 2020, then you would hope they would tell the truth. But apparently that's just too much to ask. If these former trust and safety team members, and by the way, I know exactly who they are, actually had firsthand knowledge, then what they conveniently left out is, 1, Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally admitted that the Whisper messages were not sexting. Twitch's trust and safety team, the same employees that decided to ban me, internally acknowledged that the Whispers did not constitute child sexual abuse material CSAM. Neither I nor the Twitch user exchanged any sexual graphic messages or images. I even used the word inappropriate purposely. And look at how it's defined by everyone, champs. Mutual bantering with inappropriate jokes taken out of context should have never led to me getting banned from Twitch in the first place.
So here he's saying that there was no sexual messages or anything being sent, and that the user was allegedly of legal age at the time, and that this ex-Twitch employee was again allegedly accusing him of talking to a minor in a sexual manner. Then goes on to say that the exact same employee at the time internally confirmed that there was no sexual behavior in any of the messages between Doc and the alleged minor. He also said that he thinks this was just like an inside job to get him banned from Twitch because they didn't want him on there no more. And remember that tweet from earlier? This is where it comes back up. He says that he put the word minor and inappropriate to kind of just get a reaction out of people because he knew the internet would take it and manipulate it into making everybody else think what they want them to think. And again, how he openly admitted said that sometimes the messages would get too inappropriate, and by that he meant mutual banter and inappropriate jokes taken out of context. I'm not exactly sure what he means by this. I don't know what else could be being said. I mean, there's a few things, but I don't know. And the most common thing I'm seeing with all this is everybody's asking if he's so innocent, then why doesn't he just show all the messages?
People want to show the message, release the messages, show the messages. What are we in 2nd grade?
And that's pretty much all he really has to say for it. He kind of just clowns on it. I've seen a lot of people saying that the only reason he's not showing it is because he's still in the middle of the lawsuit, which, I mean, I don't know exactly if that has anything to do with it, but I feel like it'd be the other way around. I feel like if you showed the messages to prove that you're innocent, that will like make everything go away. But he gets back into how he thinks Twitch was kind of just coming after him, holding a grudge against him. That's why they were trying to ban him so hard.
And this is not a situation where a victim publicly accuses someone of wrongdoing. That never happened here. We're talking about allegations that Twitch made against me as a half-baked reason for justifying their actions of suspending and shutting down my channel. Allegations that Twitch made without even a legal analysis of whether the whisper messages were legal. My ex-Twitch partner manager learns that I exchanged whispers with the Twitch user, and it was just so obvious that he carried a grudge against the two times. So after we signed with Twitch in 2019, we asked for a new partner manager. That ex-Twitch partner manager is directly involved with getting me banned. Coincidence? The Twitch user tells the ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. I'll repeat that sentence one more time just in case anybody missed that one. The Twitch user tells this ex-Twitch partner manager that they do not want to report anything to Twitch. But this ex-Twitch partner manager encourages the user and even directs them to file a report directly with Twitch, even though the user told him clearly that we never physically met anywhere and that no photographs were exchanged. On June 24th, 2020, Twitch's special operations team receives and reviews the user's report. They find no issues and determine that it did not warrant any further escalation to Twitch's law enforcement response team. That would have been the end. But that partner manager, oh boy, did he had it out. He had it out for the two time. He finds out that no further action will be taken, so what does he do? He personally escalates the report to a friend on the Twitch's LER team. The LER team, remember, that's the Twitch's law enforcement response team. On June 25th, the LER analyst pulls the entirety of the whisper messages and begins discussing them with his director of the LER team. Mind you, this director is on vacation at that time. The LER analyst cherry picks and sends a few targeted excerpts out of context from the whisper messages to this director. Now, if you do this, you can make anyone's messages look inappropriate. Within less than 1 hour, this LER analyst and his director have made the decision to suspend me from Twitch. Twitch submits a report to NCMEC. You guys all read those little articles, huh? The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. As far as I know, and over 4 years have passed, they didn't do anything with the report. As far as I know, they didn't escalate Twitch's report to law enforcement. The same people that made this decision admit internally that the messages did not constitute sexting. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitted they did not perform any legal analysis of whether the messages exchanged were illegal in any way. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me while admitting that they never investigated the age of consent in the jurisdiction where the user's messages were sent and received. Twitch makes this decision to terminate my contract and ban me without ever interviewing me, the user, or any other third party, including the partner manager, a streamer that frequently used the N-word while publicly streaming, which constitutes a violation of Twitch's policies if accompanied by hateful intent. Twitch scheduled a meeting with the streamer to ascertain his intent to determine whether his conduct was a violation of Twitch's policies, ultimately determining it was not a breach of Twitch's policies. Why wasn't I called into a meeting?
He made some other examples claiming that some other people did some really wild stuff, but he's kind of just saying that he's being treated unfairly. All these other people are getting to have interviews with people from Twitch to clear their name, but not only that, he said right after they're getting multi-million-dollar deals, which to get that big of a deal, I feel like you have to be a pretty big creator. So who's doing all this stuff? I have no clue who he's talking about. Like, he's claiming they're doing some really nasty stuff. I feel like we'd know who he's talking about, but that's about everything that we have right now. He said he wasn't going to talk about any more of it. And remember, a lot of this is allegations. None of this is confirmed. I'm not saying it is. This is all just alleged, okay? But that's everything for now. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'm out. Peace.